get your new adapter?
I did, but I left it home. Oh man, yeah, I got a new one, and I got an Apple brand. You know, like it'll pay a little bit more money, but it's higher quality. But I taped this one up. So hello, good morning. Yeah, figures. But looks like we're doing okay. It is amazing though how Amazon has changed everything, right? You just online, type it in, click.
Yeah.
It's great.
Which before you have to go find a store.
Yeah.
If you don't find what you need, you have to go find another store.
Yeah. Yeah.
And until you find also the price.
That's right.
Now you can go online and find
it's amazing.
For anything.
It's amazing. Yeah, there used to be, and there's specialty stores, like something like this, you'd have to go to a computer store. There used to be different ones around.
Like Best Buy.
Yeah.
Stores like that.
Yeah. Yeah, there used to be a place in Morristown, up by Morristown Mall called Computer USA, Comp USA, and it was just all computers. So, I'm getting that. Yeah, I don't know. It's red. I guess that's good. All right.
Yo estaba confundida porque ellos tienen un sign en la puerta que dice que las clases que son arriba.
La semana pasada también lo tenía y yo cuando entré, le dije que... Bueno, de hecho nosotros fuimos a buscarlo la semana pasada y no había nada. Entonces ya pregunté a las que andaban haciendo limpieza y dijeron, no, aquí están abajo. Pero le comenté del sign ese. Dijo, ese es para mañana, dice.
Sí, yo dije, ¿de dónde están los clases? Dijo, abajo. Y entonces, este sign,
sí.
Yo estaba arriba ya buscando.
Así nos pasó la semana pasada.
Okay, I always thought that light was blue when it was on, but it's red, but it looks like it's streaming, so we'll go for it.
I went online and I only find 2 of them online.
That's it. Yeah. Did you go on the Facebook page, Pennsauken Gospel Hall? Yeah.
I think only number 3 and number 7.
Really? No, it's disappointing. I tried my best, but
it's weird to hear your voice in there.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, it is. You always sound strange, and it's even if you watch yourself, it's like, oh my. I know what you mean. So anyway, so according to this, it's streaming, but I always thought that light was blue, but timer's going, so we'll see. So anyway, good. We'll get started. There may be some more people coming in. So, but it certainly is a nice day outside. So nice weekend.
Depends who you ask also.
Yeah, I guess so. So very good. So we'll just continue on in our lessons here, focusing as we have been on pronouns. But we'll try our question for the day. See how you go to respond to a quick question. So here she is. For some reason, somebody says, "What country are you from?"
I am from Mexico.
I'm from Mexico. Good.
I am from the Dominican Republic.
Dominican Republic. Good. Very good. So that one there, where are you from? Yeah, and what country? Of course, that's your origination, you know. So that's good. So however you would fill that in. And then somebody could ask a different question, same idea. What state do you live in? What state?
I live in New Jersey.
New Jersey. Good. I find in our Sunday school here, we bring a lot of kids in from the community, and they don't know the difference. Even I mean, they know English, but they don't know the difference between a city and a state. Like they don't have it all figured out yet. Some of them teenagers too, you know. It's just funny. You don't realize. So state, all right, and then you could say, I live in New Jersey, of course, and then what city or town? Town, city. A city's bigger, right? Town do you live in? Right? How would you answer that one?
I live in Pennsauken.
In Pennsauken. Yeah, that's it. Camden, Philadelphia, whatever it might be. And sometimes people for this one, it depends where you are. Like we have, in our question words, remember we had where was location. But this is, you can use this correctly to what state or what city, a specific place. But you could say, where do you live? Somebody, you know, if it's somebody you're talking to locally, hey, where you live? I'm in Pensacola, you know. So you can ask the same question the same way, but these are kind of the official answers. So yeah, I live in Camden, I live in Pensacola, all right? This would be common, you know, conversation when you first meet somebody. So good, all right. So, oh yeah. Get my little list of words here. See how you do. You guys, this is too easy for you, so see what I saved some this week. All right. See what we got. What did I get this week? Photos. All right. See how you do. Oh, I think I gave you those last week. Yeah, that's last week. Oh, okay. Here's one. Cabeza.
Head.
You're all good. Ojos.
Eyes.
Nice. Good. I'm learning my Spanish too, so this is help. Nariz. Nariz.
Nose.
Is that correct pronunciation?
Yeah,
Nariz. Boca.
Mouth.
Mouth. Now, boca can be mouth or voice.
Same thing.
Same? Is that same?
No.
No,
No?
it's different.
So, voice is.
Boss.
Oh, that's different.
Sound.
The sound, yeah.
Oh, I got you. Okay, so boca is the actual your mouth. Gotcha. Okay, that's good. All right, dientes.
Teeth.
Teeth, of course. Lengua.
Tongue.
Tongue.
Lengua, correct?
Yes.
Lengua, okay. Pelo.
Hair.
Hair, good. Well, I'm gonna mess this one up. Oído.
Oído.
Oído. Oh, you gotta do all those verbs in there. Oído. I should have known that. It has the accent on it too. Oído, ear, mano,
Hand.
pie,
Foot.
foot, brazo,
Arm.
Arm.
pierna.
Leg.
You're good. Yeah, you're good. It's too easy for you. Another easy one then. This would be comida, right? So it'd be pollo, chicken, arroz,
Rice.
coca,
Coke.
pasta. How do you say that in Spanish? Pasta?
Pasta.
Pasta, same in English. That's an easy one. And cerdo,
Pork.
pork or pig. Sopa,
Soup.
soup, good. Ensalada,
Salad.
good. Bife, bife.
Presa.
Res.
Oh, I got you. You know what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the beef meat or is the
Yeah, the meat.
You,
The most common word in English would be steak.
okay.
Steak.
Yeah, we have restaurants that are sometimes called steak houses, like Outback Steakhouse. Yeah, so
Steak we call beef steak.
beef steak. Okay, and this is just bife they have here. Okay, how about this one? Mariscos, seafood. Okay, that could be shrimp, fish, anything seafood. Right?
Seafood.
Good. Okay, huevo, egg, patata, potato. Yeah, you got potato. Let's go. And pastel, cake. All right, good, very good. All right, you got that. Little variation with Spanish culture, I guess, too, isn't it? Mexico and different places may have different names for something. I had one more in here. Let me see. I got here. Good. Have to keep it sharp. All right. I thought I had one more. Oh yeah, here it is. Last one. Okay, good one. I think you know these two. Rápido. Fast. Lento. Slow. Pequeño. Small. Grande. Big. Sencillo. Sencillo. Correct? And that is simple. But that's different from easy then. Easy is fácil. Okay, so this is sencillo. Complicado. Difficult or complicated. All right, good. Rico. Rich. Pobre. Poor. abierto,
Open.
open. There's a good one to know. Open, and then cerrado.
Close.
You got to roll that. Cerrado.
Yeah.
So, that's a hard one for English. The roll is ours. Is that correct? Hey, how you say it?
Cerrado.
Cerrado. Cerrado. Okay, good. And now this one, the double L. Lleno. Lleno.
Full.
Full.
Lleno.
Full. Lleno. Correct? Lleno is full, and vacío,
And
empty. All right? So they're good ones. They're good words. You know, your gas tank, doors, open, closed. You know, good practical words. So good. All right, you did very good. All right, ready to go? All right, so we'll start then with just I got out just some simple words for vocabulary. All right, good words to know for a house or any kind of a building you might be in. All right. Okay. All right, so I think that'll come up. All right, so just some different words for different things on a house or around a house, okay? So maybe for starters, I don't know if you can see them right here. See those three things coming across? I'll turn that light off. You can
Wire cables.
yeah. So you can see those lines, all right, or wires. And there's a couple of different names. We could call them wires or power lines. Power lines, okay? Sometimes if there's a storm or something, they come off the house, you have to call PSE&G or somebody, but they'd be a power line or wires. There used to be one of those wires on most houses was a phone line, but most people it's all cellular now. You don't need that line. Does anybody still do you have a phone in the house? No. It's all cellular now, right? But that used to be, that's the way you get phone service to your house, would be through that. All right, let me get down here so people online can see that. All right, good. That's track or not, I'm not sure. I'm gonna move that in just a little bit so it's closer. Okay. Down. This one is attached to the house. There, so good, okay. And how about this right here?
Steps.
Step. And again, you could call that your front steps. All right, front steps. And of course, many houses. And I didn't put that in here, but you see this area here? Sometimes that's just called a walkway where you walk up to the house, you know. So that I couldn't think of another word for that. Sidewalk is always in the front of the house, and this might just be a walkway up to the front steps. This just has a little, not even a porch there. That's right, so good. I think I got another one here. Oh yeah, how about this one? Where you can put your car. Driveway. People sometimes say this should be called a parkway because you don't drive, you know, it's where you park. Yeah, so that's the front lawn. Of course, you have one in the back. So that's good. And like many objects, large objects, this is the front, sides, and then the back. So this could be a front yard, the backyard, and this is the side. This has a little side yard, all right? Right? And it looks like, oh, here's a good question for you. You can see in this house, there's the sidewalk, then there's a little bit of grass, and then it'll go down, and then the street, okay? Now you can see there's probably a street in front of the house, but you can see there's also a street on the side of the house. So that means this house is on a corner. Excellent, extra credit, excellent. It's on a corner. Very, very good. And then the other one, you don't really, I mean, it's good to know. But do you know what that little area, the little raised area is called along the edge of the street and the grass?
Curb.
A curb. A curb. A little bit raised up. Not every street has those. But around here in Pennsauken and Camden, that's, the street sits a little bit lower, obviously. And that's the curb. Yeah, so you got the street, the curb, sidewalk, right? And yeah, this one's on a corner, so that's great. Excellent. All right, very good. And this, of course, would be a window, right? Sometimes a very large window like that, and sometimes they'll bow out a little bit. It's called a bay window. It's very big, a bay, B-A-Y, but a window, front window, yep. So, good. Yeah, so there's just some good words, which you know, so that's great for some common, ordinary things. All right, so we'll do our quick review, and we'll do another little pronoun for today. All right. So of course that was the one I'm going too fast. But that was I. That was the first person when you're talking about yourself. I when you're the subject, and you use me when you're the object. Right? Give that to me after the verb. I want to give this to you, right? So I'm the subject. So I, me, that's good to know when talking about yourself, first person. And then, of course, second person, singular, the person you're talking to, one person, you. Yeah, nice to meet you, right? So that's, you are very handsome, or whatever it might be. You can say it that way, right? So that's, of course, yep. The subject of the sentence, and that's second person. And then we did the third person, he, she, it. When I'm talking to someone about somebody else. Boy, he is very tall, or whatever you might say, right? So that's good to know. And of course, it is for an animal or an object, all right? So that's good. And then we did last week, we and us, and that's first person plural, right? We are in the English class, right? And so that's good. And then again, us, I'm the object. We are the object, right? So that's a good thing to remember. Just like I and me, then you have we and us if you're talking about a group, right? If somebody came down with a tray of water, we could say, oh, they brought water for us, right? So that's good. Very good. All right, so that brings us to today. And for this one, we're going to do second person plural. Very easy. It's the same as first person, as second person singular, okay? So this is second person plural, you, second person singular, you. So if there was just one person here, I could say, oh, good to see you. But if there were 25, good to see you. Same thing. So it's easy, right? So I just gave you some, here's put it in your notebook here. There's just a couple sentences just to fill in. That one there. Sentences you can put in on some pictures. All right, just some hopefully common type scenes. So the first one, all right, you got mom is at great adventure maybe with her daughters, and she could say to both of them, are you having fun? Are you having fun? Even if it was just one, she would say the same thing, but with two, are you having fun? All right, so that's good. That's a good one. All right, so that'll be the place to be this summer, I'm sure, on the boardwalk or great adventure. So that's good. And then our second picture, they are all eating together, and this lady says, I hope you like the tacos. But again, she's using you to talk about the other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. I hope you like the tacos, right? So 2 or more. Even if it was just one person here, she could say the same thing, but that's second person plural. So I hope you like the tacos. All right. What do you call that where the man is actually tasting the taco? What do you call that when you bite? Right? Now bite something, right? He's biting the taco, right? Or you could say he's eating the taco, but that motion, of course, is a bite. All right, very good. And then, all right, the coach might say to his team, I want you, the whole team, to win today. All right? So that's a good one. I want you to win today. Trying to motivate them, right? That's a good one. And these kids here, looks like they're at home, right? Looks like they're in a driveway, right? Basketball court, right? And they may just be having fun. And then this boy says, do you want to play a game? Right? That's what the rules, right? You want to play a game. Keep score, right? You want to play a game. So that's a good one. There's another right here. There's another item that you see a lot on houses. What would you call that there, that white area? See that white right here?
Fence.
A fence. A fence. A lot of houses have fences, right? So that's good. All right, so there's a U and then 2 more. Example. So here's obviously a teacher, right? And she may say to the students, okay, I want you to listen to me. Listen to me. She's kind of pointing to herself, right? So that's something a teacher would say. I want you to listen to me. Time to get serious, right? I think I have another way teachers talk about that. Let's see if that comes up right away. All right. And then this man, he is standing, it must be at a company or something. He's giving a speech or a presentation to a company. And at the end of his speech, he might say, do you have any questions? Do you have any questions? But again, he's talking to a whole group, and he's calling them you. It is interesting if you go down south, like I would say, go down south in the United States to like Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina. You go down into Florida, down that way, Georgia. They will often say, not just you, but they'll say you all. Do y'all have any questions? They'll put all at the end of you, like to make it sound more plural. That's just kind of the way they're talking. It's a little more informal. How y'all doing? And then sometimes they put them together, but up here, not so much. You might hear it a little bit, but it's mostly you'll just hear you, but you will hear you all. So, yeah. So, and in Spanish, is there a difference between the singular and the plural in second person, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, but English, you get an easy one on that one, so that's good. All right, so that's good. And then, let's see, that's the last one on that one, isn't it? Good, so anyway, there you go. That's just some common examples where somebody is talking about a group of people and refers to them as you. All right, so that's good. All right, oh, I got a Bible example here. I didn't have a sheet for that one, but Jesus obviously uses a lot of these words, so we can actually practice this one. I didn't give you a sheet on that one, but you see he's got it. He's talking to a whole group of people. You, I tell you. All right? He could speak to one person or a whole group. You can see it. All right? So it's got some simple words in it. And I think in Espanol, shepherd is pastor. Pastor? Is that correct? The shepherd? Yeah. Okay. And what's this? I always forget this one. Sheep is a...
Oveja.
Oveja. All right? So this is... I think the word is similar in Spanish. This is a metaphor for people, right? These are metaphor, right? His like a shepherd takes care of sheep. So that's kind of the point he's getting across. So we can practice that one anyway. You ready? Jesus said, "Truly, I tell you, I am the good shepherd who gives his life for the sheep." All right? So just simple. That's a really good thing about the Bible. The language is very, very simple in that way and easy to understand. All right? So he is speaking, and truly is just a way to emphasize what he's saying. This is really important, what I'm telling you. That's kind of the words they say. And we might say about Jesus is speaking, they are listening. They are listening. All right? So that's good. And then down here, you can see this is another famous scene in the Bible where right before Jesus was crucified, he's in the room. He's just in a room with his disciples. Just a small group, but he says something similar, right? It said, Jesus said, "This is my something which is given for you." This, when he instituted the communion, there were two symbols, right? He took, what did he say? He had bread. This is my body. Yeah, right? This is my body. Symbol. It's a symbol, right? It's a symbol, right? So yeah, so that's a good one. I think I got my Spanish on that. Cuerpo. Cuerpo. Okay, so you can just see that. This was now with a smaller group, but he says you, all right? So you can see that. Given for you. All right, so we can actually practice that one. Ready? Jesus said, "This is my body, which is given for you." All right, so that's just good Bible examples of Jesus using that second person plural. All right, okay, very good. Now, what we're going to do is jump to third person plural. Since that second person plural was easy, I figured I'll put two in one lesson, right? So this now is third person plural, right? First person plural was he, or first person singular, he, she, it. Third person plural, they, them, okay? They is the object, them is the subject. All right, I thought it's maybe the other way around. All right, so just having some examples of that. So that will be this one. I put them all on one. There we go. These are some examples. So this is when you want to talk about a group of people, all right? It's a third person plural, all right? So this man, he's talking, right? And he's just saying something. He's talking to us about these people, and he's saying they are Together is good. Very good. I didn't even think of that word today. That's true. They are together. Yeah. But how about their occupation, their work? They are, what kind of work do you think they do? I was trying to have the building behind them so you could see. I should have put them in a classroom. Teachers. Right? They are teachers. That wasn't as clear as I thought it was. They're in front of the school, right? So they, right? They are teachers. So that's a good one. But yeah, that's a very good word. I didn't even think of that. They are together. That's a good word for a group of people. That's excellent. Okay, and then about this man and this woman, he could say about them, they are married. They are married. All right? They are a couple. They are married. So that'd be another common way to describe. You're describing some people that you know, talking to somebody else. That's a way you could do it. Okay, very good. And then our second slide for this one, for they, we could say they, there they are jumping in the water, right? They are jumping in the water. There's another way you could say it, depending on what place you describe it from. They are jumping in the water, but they are also jumping off the pier or whatever that is. They're jumping off something, right? So you can jump in, you can jump off. But they're kind of doing the same thing depending what you're describing. They're jumping off the pier. That's good. I'll put that one in there. All right, and then over here, of course, group of people, they're together. Right? That's good. Or you can actually, to use your word, you could say that one, they're jumping in together, right? So that's another good way to say it. All right, and of course, you could say, now this one, I just put the contraction in. See, a lot of times, you know how it goes, they are, but people just say they're, there. T-H-Y apostrophe R-E, just bringing those two words together. They're, you would say about them, they're eating. Or another way you could say it is, instead of eating, they're, sometimes you'll hear people saying they're having pizza. But eating is the more, common one. But this just to remind you, it's different ways people say stuff, right? They're having pizza. Now, just as a quick quiz, if this man wasn't here and this girl was talking about what they were doing, what would she say? What pronoun would she use? We. Yes. Excellent. We are having pizza. We are eating pizza. Yeah, excellent. Excellent, right? But since he's talking about them to us. They're eating pizza, okay? So that's just that difference there, but that's a good one to know. All right, and then we'll go to one more scene here. This will be, all right. So here they're in a restaurant, right? And now we might say the waitress is them. Their meals. Now that's the possessive. We'll learn that on another time. But yeah, those two words are good. Serving is just a little more formal. And I guess sometimes a waitress, she might be called a server too, but a more fancy term. Okay, oops, I gave you that one away. But there it is. There's our pronoun, all right? And that one, of course, you can see it's coming after the verb. They before the verb. Them after the verb, right? That's They're receiving the action. They're not doing the action, right? This one now, right? Dad is doing the action, but the kids are receiving the action, right? They're the subject of the action. So this one we would say what? Dad is taking them, right? That's just the pronouns for the kids or his children to the beach or to the pool, wherever they're going. And you can see he's got his car in the driveway. So there he is. And he's parked in front of the garage. We got a lot of our words in there, right? So yeah, so hopefully that's just a simple way of describing those. And I think I got one little a Bible verse where that's used, and then I have just a little worksheet we can fill out real quick at the end. All right, just using those different pronouns. So I think I got one here. Oh, there it comes. All right, there you go. So here now, Jesus is talking with the disciples. He said to them. All right, so there's that pronoun used that way. Okay, so we can say that one together. Oh, how about this? What do you think this word is here? I will be crucified and will rise. That's it. Rise again on the third day. Right? So that's an amazing prophecy, right? So we'll practice that one, right? Jesus said to them, I will be crucified and will rise again on the third day. All right? So that's a prophetic statement. And then another one, kind of related to that one we learned before, but you can see there's them again, right? Referring to everybody who hears his message, right? So we can try that one. Ready? Jesus said, my sheep hear my voice, and I give them eternal life. You got it. I give them. That's a big thing to say. All right, but that's what he claimed as the Son of God to do. So, but again, they're just good, clear verses where there's that pronoun, all right? Where where they're the object of what he will do for them. I give them eternal life, all right? So that's a good one. All right, now maybe I'll give you this last one. And this is just one, this is easy to do. We can do it together. But this one has the different pronouns that we've learned. And you just have to write, is it a subject or an object? In the sentence, is the pronoun doing the action or receiving the action, right? So we can do that one together. I didn't put that one up on the screen. But I think they want you, the instructions are, just write the pronoun either in the subject column or the object column, all right? This is a practice for showing the difference between those two, all right? Yeah, okay. So you know what, maybe what we'll do, let's say the sentences together. Now I should know that in Spanish. What's together in Spanish? Juntos. I gotta remember that. Juntos. That's very good. Okay, so we'll say that one together, the first sentence. You ready? We listened to Dad's silly jokes. So the pronoun in that sentence is, we, right? So he's talking about his family, his brothers, or she's talking about her brothers and sisters. They listen to Dad's silly jokes. So is we a subject or an object? Subject, right? Right? We listened. All right, so it's the pronoun is, so you can just write we right in that subject column, okay? So they're doing the listening. Right? Dad's doing the talking, but she's just talking, or he's talking about just the listening side of things, right? So that's the subject. Okay, let's try sentence number 2. You ready? We'll say it together. Ready? I was first in line at the ice cream truck. Mr. Softy. No, you know, you'll hear it. It's going to be coming, right? So the pronoun in that verse, or in that sentence is? The pronoun is? I. And I is a Subject. Again, two subjects, right? So I, of course, that's the first person singular. I was, that's past tense. We'll talk about that another time, right? But I was first in line. So that's a subject. Very good. We're 2 for 2. Okay. Let's try the third sentence. Ready? We'll say it together. The artist will draw it from memory. So the pronoun in that sentence is?
Object.
It.
It's it, and it's an object. Okay, it's after the verb. See it? So it, right? So, and what does the pronoun? What is the pronoun it referring to? I will draw it.
It's for something.
Yeah.
For something.
Yeah, whatever the object could be, plants or whatever. Yeah, it's not whatever. I will draw it. Whatever the artist is drawing, right? So that's good. Very good. So instead of describing, I will draw the flowers or I will draw the it. All right, good. Very good. So that's in the object column, it. All right, let's try sentence number 4. Ready? Aunt Sue gave me a cookie. So the pronoun is? Me. And is it a subject or an object?
Object.
Object after the verb, right? Gave me, right? So you wouldn't say, of course, Aunt Sue gave I a cookie, right? It's me, gave me a cookie after the verb, right? So that's good. Me, so, right, so that goes in the object column. And then, okay, sentence number 5, we'll say that one, ready? Lily asked him for another slice of pizza. So the pronoun is him, and that will be a subject or an object? Subject or an object. Object after the verb, right? Very good. Actually, you know what? I forgot. Next week, you know how you do what we did? First, third person singular, he, she, it. That's the subject pronouns, but I forgot the object pronouns, which is him, her, and it. But I'll do those next week. I totally forgot about those, and I was looking at those this week, so we'll do that one. Okay, I got a question for you. So in this one, the pronoun him, Lily asked him for another slice of pizza. How would you say that using the third person subject pronoun? Instead of Lily asked him for a slice of pizza, how would you say that using the masculine pronoun as a subject in that sentence? That's kind of a hard one. What do you say? He asked Lily for another slice of pizza. See? Right? And the way it's framed here, Lily asked him, but the other way is he asked Lily. Right? So that I think that's a good example of the difference between a subject pronoun and an object pronoun. Lily asked him, he asked her. Right? So good. All right? That's a good way to say it. Okay, good. Let's go down to sentence number 6. We'll say that one together. You ready? They were late for school. So the pronoun, of course, is a plural, right? That's they, and what do you say? Subject or an object?
Subject.
That's a subject. They were late. All right? They were late. All right? So they goes in the subject column. All right? And then the next one is, they're in school now. So let's say that one. Ready? The teacher handed us our report cards. All right? Have you heard that word before? Handed?
Yes.
Right? You'll hear that a lot when somebody, he handed me, obviously from their hand, right? He handed me some money. He handed me a taco. That actually, I hadn't thought of that verb, but that's a good common verb. He handed me something. When somebody gives you something. All right? So, so how about the pronoun in this verse? Or in this sentence?
Us.
Us. All right? So there's a plural. There's a plural pronoun, all right? And that, of course, is a first person, handed us our report cards. And that is a subject or an object?
Object.
Object. After the verb, right? Right after the verb. And us is the object pronoun. What's the subject pronoun in plural? us is the object pronoun. The subject pronoun, instead of us, it would be
They.
we, right? That's first person. They would be third person, right? I'm going to give you a chart next week with them all lined up because it gets like, oh my goodness, keeping them all straight. But sometimes just looking at a chart will help you. I'll give you that chart next week. But yeah, that's like when you're trying to learn Spanish. You have to remember all the endings of the verbs. It's like, ay, you're trying to. So, but it's one of those things you just gotta, but sometimes a visual helps you remember. Okay, just a few more. Let's do the next sentence, right? We'll say that one together, right? She asked the police officer for help. So, obviously we have the third person singular, and would that be an object or a subject? Subject, she. She's doing the action, right? And that's before the verb, so that's very good. She asked the police officer for help. And, all right, the next one, very, very similar, right? We'll say that one. Ready? He begged his parents for a dog. Have you heard that verb before? Begged?
Yes.
Yeah, heard that one? What do you think that means? Begged. He begged his parent. Like, it would be like, oh, I want a dog so bad. Please, please, please.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What would you do? Say that in Spanish. Beg.
Rogar.
Okay. Yeah. Begged. All right. So that's that's common. Like, a familiar scene would be you stop at a light here, and there's always somebody there who's begging. I'm in the army. I have no food. They're begging. I mean, they're asking for something, but in essence, they're begging. They really want something, right? So good. Yeah, so beg, that's a good word. You'll hear that. He begged his parents for a dog. Okay, good. All right, and we got the next one there. Just four more to go. So Kate, that's the girl's name. I don't know if is that a Spanish name? Kate? Probably not, right? Kate, all right? So there it is. So we'll say that one. Ready? Kate watched them play chess. Okay, so there's our pronoun. There's our third person plural pronoun, them. So what do you say, a subject or an object?
Subject.
That would be actually
Object.
an object, right?
Subject.
The subject pronoun would be they. This is the object pronoun, them. They're getting the action, right? Mom, Kate is watching them, right? So that's good. All right, 3 more to go. You're going to make it. All right, doing a good job here. But I think these are good. They kind of help you, just see the difference. So that's good. All right, let's say that one. Ready? You should brush your teeth before bed. That's a good one. Got good words in it. All right. So there's our pronoun, you. And that could be second person singular or plural. Maybe mom is talking to one child, or she could be talking to 5, right? You should brush your teeth, or just one, all right? But anyway, is that a subject or an object? Subject. Before the verb, right? Right before the verb. You should brush your teeth before bed. That's very good. All right. Good. 2 more. All right, we'll try that next one there. Ready? It is raining too hard to exercise outside, right? So a lot of good words in there, inside, outside, right? So what's our pronoun here is it, right? And so in that case, the pronoun is describing the weather, right? It's an object, it's a condition. So that's why, of course, that pronoun's used. So again, this one be a subject or an object? Subject. Before the sentence. Before the verb, I should say, right? It is raining, present tense. And that's another way, I'm sure you've probably heard it. When there is a lot of rain, people say it's raining hard, right? Normally, we think of hard like a surface is hard, right? But the word is used a lot. Oh, it's raining hard. It just means a lot of rain. How would you say that in Spanish? A lot of rain.
Fuerte.
Fuerte.
It's
Oh, that's strong, right?
Yeah, we do use it for both.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you would say it's raining strong.
Mhm.
All right, good, yeah. Well, it's similar idea.
But also it refers when you said fuerte. This table is strong. Está fuerte.
Okay, all right.
So you can use it both the same way you said.
Yeah.
Like strong for raining, strong
Yeah.
for.
Now another word,
Fuerte, duro, caliente.
I think I heard another word people use, duro, or
Duro.
is that
We use
They use
también.
more than
Duro.
Puerto Rico.
in Dominican and Puerto Rico?
Yeah, está lloviendo
Duro.
Está
Yeah.
Duro.
mucho,
But- Oh, so not so much in Mexico. No duro.
No duro.
No.
Wow, that's interesting. That's it. So would you use fuerte in Dominican for hard or more duro?
Sometimes, yeah.
Either way. Go either way. That's interesting. Yeah. It's the same with here. Well, even in our part of America, and if you go to the south, they got or if you go to Inglaterra, you go to England,
Yeah.
they got the different words, for things that we use. So it's understandable, of course. Okay, good. Last one. All right. We'll do that one. Ready? That's an easy one. This actually has two pronouns in it. You can see, right? I gave the ice cream cone to her. So that's a good sentence to show you a subject-object difference. So I would be subject, her would be the object. She's getting the ice cream, right? So her would go in the object column, I in the subject column. So good. Yeah, those are good. You got to work them through, but I think they show you the difference nicely between a subject and an object pronoun and good sentences that they go in. So good. So that'll do us for today. I don't think, was there one other thing I wanted?
Este no fue fácil para mí.
That was it.
No fue fácil.
Juan, hijo mío.
No,
Mira lo que yo hice. Esto está bien bueno. Tú agarras. Aquí me.
No, go ahead.
Tú sabes que para object, el verbo está antes.
Ujú, sí.
Cuando es subject, el verbo está después. Entonces yo subrayaba el verbo, le ponía la chiquita y aquí, porque tú te das cuenta, tú identifica primero el verbo, dónde está el verbo, y ahí de una vez tú lo
Y
tienes.
son tus notas que te están quedando ahí también. She's making some notes for her own.
Yeah.
Good. No, that's good.
Yeah, I correct.
Yeah, no, that's the way to do it. That helps you remember.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Exacto. Yeah.
No, that's very good.
Pero es bueno de saberlo así.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's good. So, yes, I hope those, we basically got through the pronouns, so that's good. We made it. All right? So they're the ones you need to know, but next week I'll do the, we have he, she, it, but I'll do him, her, and it. Him, her, and it, right? They're subject, object, right? He gave it to her, she gave it to him, right? So that's good way to see those two. They'll be the last ones, and then I'll give you a chart that has them all lined up. You can see them. Put in your notebook.
That'd be good.
Yeah, because it's, I know that feeling. You're like, yeah, all these words, keeping them straight.
All right.
So that's good. Well, again, thanks. Thanks very much for coming. Yep. Enjoy the day.
You as well.
Ah, right on
Next
time.
Saturday.
Thanks for coming.
Any more people done?
No, we're clear.
Okay.
Yep.